Hello, this is Alanda, and today is Friday, which means it's injection day and weigh-in day for me. Now, I'm not going to be able to do my weigh-in like I normally do it at the end. My little guy's in the shower, or actually he's sitting in the bathtub. Christian?
Yes.
He's sitting in the bathtub, so we won't be filming in there today. But I have lost 29.1 pounds in the last 12 weeks. So very, very proud. Zepbound is definitely working for me. And this week I had to work for it. So what happens when you find out your medication will not be filled? Do you titrate up or do you titrate down? I hate that word, titrate. I wish they had picked a different word. But do you titrate up or do you titrate down? That is the predicament that I have found myself in. Here we go. So on Monday, I got a text message from my pharmacy who supplied my last Zepbound, 5 milligrams. My little text said, we are working on your prescription. So girlfriend was hype. I was so excited. I was like, okay, I'm getting my Zepbound. We got this. So I'm very happy. And I know that there's a shortage out there. So I'd been a little concerned. If you recall, I called a couple of places early, and they were saying, oh, it's too early, you gotta wait. So I said, okay, I'll wait. Well, Monday I felt like I didn't have to. I was like, I don't have to call anybody, my medicine's coming in. Tuesday, I got a text message from the same supplier, same pharmacy, that said, your pharmacist has a question. A question? What kind of question? So I called, and the lady said, yes, we're just trying to find out, are you going to titrate up? And forgive me if I'm saying the word wrong. I don't like the word. It's not a word that's normal in my vocabulary. And my phonics are not the best, so you go with that. But she asked me if I was titrating up. And I said, no, I still have one prescription of 5 milligrams. I have thought about titrating up, but right now, no. And then I asked her, why was she asking? Because I'm thinking maybe she has a 7.5. Oh. And she said, well, you're on the wait list for the 5 milligrams. I was like, oh, there's a wait list? How many people are on it? She was like, 3, you make 4. I was like, oh, okay. And she said, but we only have 2 for the 7.5. Sorry if y'all just heard my stomach. I'm going to get to that in a moment. If you heard my stomach, I will get to that in a moment. So she said, we have 2 people on 7.5. You would be the 3rd one. And I was like, ooh, that's like 2 weeks versus me being number 4 in 4 weeks. And that's when I asked her, well, how often do you get them in? And she said, our shipment comes in on Tuesday. Sometimes we get one on Friday, but we usually get about 3 or 4 Zepbounds every week. The problem is they could be anything. It could be 2.5, it could be 5, it could be 7.5, it could be 12.5, or it could be 15. I was like, oh, okay, so they're not all 5 milligrams. She was like, no. I said, well, let me make some phone calls to my doctor and see what we can figure out. That was Tuesday, because again, Monday, I'm getting my medicine. Tuesday, oh, you on the wait list. So Tuesday, I called my doctor, left a message, no response. That's fine, because it's after 4 o'clock, and I know she has a busy life, just like I got one. So I went on and started calling my nifty list of pharmacies. This is what I keep around me at all times, because I got to call places. I got to find out. And what I found out is that a lot of people had 2.5, the starter pack. There were quite a few 12.5s out there, and there were some 15s out there. Out of these 23 different pharmacies, my stomach is moving again. And again, I will get back to that. Out of these 23 different places, I'd say about 1/3. So about 6 of them all had either 12.5 or a 15. Nothing under that other than there were probably 4 or 5 that had 2.5s. So I called my doctor on Wednesday because I didn't hear from her on Tuesday. I called her on Wednesday and was like, hey, can you go ahead and send me over a prescription for 2.5? I will see if I can maybe get 2 boxes of the 2.5 and go from there. Because in my mind, and this is my math, you do 2.5, 2.5, 2 shots, bam, that's 5 milligrams. That's how my mind is working. Excuse me if my math don't equal your math, but in my math, 2 of these equal 5. And this is the box. I have to cover 2.5, cover that. It has the 4 in here. I just opened it. So yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. So I called the pharmacy. They said they had a 2.5, and I said, hey, my doctor's going to go ahead and send you over a prescription, because by that point I talked to not the pharmacist, but the nurse practitioner. No, not per se. I don't know what she is. My gosh, my stomach keeps moving. I talked to my doctor's aide, whatever she's called. I don't know the official term, and I apologize if anyone is that, and I can't remember. Nurse practitioner? No, that's not what she is. I don't know what she is. I don't know. But she said, your doctor's out, is going to be out for the next 2 days, so they're going to send my information over to the other doctor. And I was like, that's fine. Send it to that doctor. I just want the 2.5. Preferably 2 of the 2.5. Well, they gave me 1 of the 2.5 and said in 2 weeks, come back in and we'll rediscuss what's going to go on. Again, in my head, you're going to give me 1 prescription for 2.5, and then in 2 weeks, I'm going to go see you? That sounds like you want me to give myself the 2 shots. That's what it sounds like to me. But on this paperwork, that is not what it says. It's not what it says. And I don't know how to do all this without y'all knowing all my business. Lord. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it like this. So basically, it says that I'm titrating down due to the shortage. Yeah. Yeah, to the backup of the supply. Yeah, they're going to titrate me down. So that sounds like they want me to do 2.5. Oh. Which again, I took a moment and said, well, that's fine. At 2.5, you still have a whole month's supply. Now, what happens if the 5 milligram comes in? Can you afford it? In my mind, I can make that work. I can sell some plasma, sell some shoes, sell some clothes. I can make it work. I can make it work. Well, I got on the lovely Zepbound website and started doing my own little research. And it says you can use the savings card once per 28 days, which is their equivalent to a month. And you can do that for 13 months. Or to the grand total of $7,319. It cannot exceed that in a calendar year. Well, then this shit confused the out of me. So I called Zepbound and I sat on hold for 84 minutes before I spoke to a lady. Now, when I spoke to her, she basically read the top one over and over to me. Well, if your insurance covers, then this, that, and the other. And I told her, my insurance doesn't cover it. I'm a school teacher. As a school teacher, my district decided that they will not cover weight management medication. They used to. Yes, they did. Because when I was on Saxenda, I paid $25 a month. And I did that for almost 4 years. Not straight, but for almost 4 years. They covered my Saxenda. There goes my stomach again. I will get to that in a moment. So I finally get her to understand my insurance is not covering it. I am paying out of pocket. And I need to know, since I used my savings card this month, can I use it again in 2 weeks? And her answer to me was no. You would have to pay full price for the next box, which I did not want to hear. So that put me at a deficit of, you're going to have to take this 2.5. You going to have to do the 2.5. I even called my compound company on Tuesday, thinking maybe I could talk to a doctor. I called again on Thursday, hoping I could talk to a doctor. Once I got the Zepbound in my hand, I called. And at that phone call, they basically made me an appointment. So I have an appointment for Tuesday to talk to them about if I can give myself a double shot or the single 2.5. At this point, it don't even matter because it's Friday. And Friday means weigh-in day and injection day. So I will be giving myself the 2.5 today. Am I concerned about that? Yes. And this is why. For the last 12 weeks, Zepbound has given me energy. I have come home and I have not needed to take a nap. I have been energetic. And I know some people say that they've had the opposite side effect. I understand. But for me and my body, I get home and I get energy. It's like superpower. I'm ready to go. I'm dropping kids off. I'm doing my thing with no nap. This week, though, I have noticed I've needed a nap. I've also noticed that about 2 hours after I eat anything, my stomach growls. Oh, yeah. I noticed it on Sunday. I tried to ignore it. It's like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't eat as much as I thought I ate. It's doing it again. And I ate my little mango and yogurt snack at 4 o'clock. It is roughly 6:45, 7 o'clock right now. And my stomach's growling. So all week, I've had my lunch. My lunch is roughly between 11:50 to 12:15. And then around 3, 4 o'clock, my stomach starts to growl. So I am thinking that I probably do need to titrate up. That's where I'm kind of leaning. So when the pharmacist asked me about titrating up, I was kind of like, yeah, I might need to, because I had that situation on Monday where I came home and conked out. I came home and took a full-blown nap. I was knocked out, almost missed swim practice. But I was sleepy, and on Sunday, and then turn around on Monday, my stomach was growling. Sunday. That means just 2 days prior, I had given myself my last 5 milligram shot. It's like a symphony right now in my stomach. Everything's making noises. And I actually thought maybe it was like I had to do a BM or there was gas in my system, but it's like hunger, hunger that's coming from my stomach. You know what it's like when you're in a meeting and it's real quiet and all of a sudden your stomach makes a... Yeah, that's what's going on in my stomach. So I do feel like maybe I should titrate up, but with the shortage being the way it is, I'm feeling kind of defeated. That's a good word for me. I'm feeling defeated. If I need the 7.5, I'm not going to get the 7.5. I'm on the 5 and I can't deal with the 5. I can't get the 5. And I've thought long and hard, because as I've been trying to get in touch with my doctor and my compound person, I've done the calculations in my head. If Zepbound came out in November, people were on 2.5. Then December, people moved to 5. Let's say people did stay on it for 3 months. Stayed on 5 for 3 months. That's January, February, March. Now guess what they're trying to do? Move to 7.5 in April. That's what they're trying to do. Even if you came out in November, December, so 2.5, 5 milligram. Let's say for January, they moved up to 7.5. And then they moved up to 10. Then they moved up to 12.5. That's a lot of people that are all still trying to get the exact same medication. The numbers just don't work. No matter how I try to play it out. If I stay on 5, I might have a better chance of grabbing a 5, especially since everybody and their mama seem to have a 2.5. And then quite a few people, like I said, had a 12.5 and a 15. I mean, at one point I was kind of like, can I just get them? Like, and hold on to them? I know the expiration date will work with me. I know it will. Because they had it. And as soon as the medication comes, we're all going to move again like a little herd, trying to get to the same, dosage. So I got the 2.5. I'm going to give myself the 2.5. I won't film it because, again, my son is playing in the bathtub. But this week is going to be interesting. Knowing what my stomach is trying to do, knowing that I'm coming home taking these power naps, and it could be stress. I recognize that. My body could be like, girl, we doing too much in the school day. We need to take a nap. I understand. It could be stress. But I'm also in my mind thinking, maybe I need to titrate up. So yeah, that's it. I went from 2.5 to 2 boxes of 5 to going back down to 2.5. So yeah, let's see how this week goes. Like I said, I've lost 29.1 pounds. This week, it was 1.1 pounds that I lost. I lost 1.1 pounds. Fingers crossed, I can stay focused, do what I need to do, and see more weight loss this week on the 2.5. I will keep you posted. Y'all take care. So, I got reminded that I've given myself a Zepbound shot in my thigh. Yes, babe.
Who's in there?
I'm recording.
Sorry.
No problem. So, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a shot on my right leg. I hope y'all can't hear his thing. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and give myself this shot. It is 2.5 milligrams. Pray for me. Yep. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It didn't work. Okay, seriously, the medicine just messed up. I don't know how to show y'all this without showing y'all all of this, but it is running down my leg. Oh my gosh. The 2.5 didn't go in. It did not go in. It didn't go in?
Yeah.
Apparently my son says I should title this, it didn't go in, because it did not go in. The pen is empty, and it did not go in. It did not go in. Oh my gosh. It hit my skin, but it did not go in. Skin got hit. Medication did not go in. It is what it is, y'all. Again, pray for me. All right, so I gave myself a second shot. Maybe this is the universe saying you needed 2 shots. I don't know. But if you can see, can you all see that? That has never happened. Little medicine coming out. I don't know. This is the second shot. Second one. See, unlock. This one's unlocked. They're both unlocked. The first one spilled all over my leg. And this one left a little bubble bump, which I've never had that happen. So, yeah. At this point, I have no idea how much medicine got into my leg or anything. All right. I will keep y'all up to date on Friday. Bye.